Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video I'd like to speak with you about packaging materials demand and the story that it has to tell. First, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about the packaging materials demand. We're talking cardboard boxes, shipping, boxes, things like that. Might seem strange, but they are a strong indicator of where the economy is going, where shipment and freight is moving. And as always, took some notes here. This is an interesting story. I found it on Freight Waves. They have some really interesting graphs that will be absolutely eye-opening. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can click on that. I'm not going to put them in the videos, but definitely take a look at that story. It's fantastic. We're going to summarize it here. I think this is an important one. So let's get started. So packaging material demand, as mentioned, has a story to tell, and that's what we'll cover. Today's cardboard box demand is saying a lot about the Great Recession in trucking. And yes, we're talking cardboard boxes. And the cardboard box demand basically has absolutely plummeted. Now for shipping, this is a big deal. Cardboard box output has also plummeted. So the production has gone down and utilization has gone down. And pretty much everything comes in a cardboard box. If you ever ordered anything online, or even if the stuff that comes into the stores, it's usually in a cardboard box before they remove it and place the materials onto a shelf. So ultimately there's no going around this, and the supply as well as the demand have plummeted. Now this indicates a sharp erosion of consumer demand, right? So things are not going too well in the economy. Inflation, saving rates, tough. It's a tough situation for consumers. Consumers are struggling with, lower and lower savings rates. The other day I saw something where the savings rate has gone down, where something like 74% or 76% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account for a rainy day fund, emergencies, things like that. So we never really were big on saving. Now we're terrible at saving. So it's tough. Plus saving rates, we have high inflation. You can see that, carton of eggs. Look at everything else that's going on in the country. They're basically struggling with interest rates. They're through the roof. Look at any credit card. They try to sign you up with 0% or a lower APR, but then after the introductory period, then it's going to go up to some ridiculous number that's like 19.99% or something like that. And a lot of people, they end up having to pay interest because they can't even cover basically the running balance, right? The statement balance, so that they don't pay interest. They'll still have a balance left over, but at least they won't pay interest. And people are having a hard time with that. So there are major fears of an incoming recession. The talking heads have been talking about we're not in a recession, we are in a recession, it's changing weekly, etc. But just look at your consumer spending, what you're paying for gas, for rent, for for your utilities, for food. You get the idea. We're in a recession. That's exactly what we got. We have high inflation, and consumers don't have very high expectations of where things are going. So there is a whole lot less discretionary income on the consumer side. People are tightening their belts, their budgets. They're trying to make do with less, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, that type of behavior affects the trucking industry, the freight volumes, and and that's kind of what we're dealing with. We have another week of lower freight rates. We're going into a third week of hitting new lower lows. Not a good indicator. Now, as you and I both know, practically everything comes in a box. In the case of Amazon, it's a box in a box in a box, right? So don't get me started. One of our coworkers ordered some nail polish, right? So a little bottle of nail polish that came in packaging, that came in a box, that was in another box, just nail polish. It was just some, inexpensive item, but it came in a ginormous box with a bunch of, shipping materials and things like that thrown in. So the idea is that we're really being wasteful with this, and some of these bigger retailers are, definitely to blame. But what we're going to see in the remainder of this video is going to be kind of tough, or a bitter pill to swallow. So here are some numbers, all right? Box shipments dropped 8.4% in the fourth quarter of 2022. Guys, 8.4%, that's a huge, huge drop for a single quarter, okay? An analyst, and like I said, it's in the article, you can pull it up, not mentioning any names here or anything like that, but an analyst is quoted as saying, the most severe quarterly decline since the great financial crisis. Those of you who don't remember, the great financial crisis was after 2008 when everything crashed. So in this case, they're talking about the second quarter of 2009, okay? Now, box operating rates dropped 80.9%. Now, the last time that was seen was the first quarter of 2009, coming back to the same period again. So we're seeing some repetition, we're seeing some similarity between those years and today. Furthermore, nearly 20% of U.S. cardboard box manufacturing capacity was stagnant in the last quarter. So that's fourth quarter 2022. Nearly 20% of U.S. cardboard box manufacturing was stagnant, the capacity. Now, containerboard supply. Containerboard is a little bit different. It's used to make corrugated boxes, so slightly different. It's also down from last quarter, but still historically high. So good news, I guess we'll take it, but it is low. Boxboard operating rate. So these are generally thinner boxboard. They usually don't have the air pockets. And so boxboard operating rate was at its lowest point in 5 years. Guys, this is very, very clear. We're seeing that normally we'd see a demand for boxes increase generally from 1% to 2% per year. It just constantly increases because of e-commerce. People are buying more stuff, especially post-pandemic. People were spending a lot of their some of the stimmies that they were receiving, buying more stuff, ordering stuff online. So that went up. Now we're not seeing that. And finally, and this is kind of the kicker here, there's an expectation of many more basically packaging material manufacturing facilities opening up in 2023 and moving forward. So we're going to have basically a surge in supply, and there's a decline in demand, and none of this spells anything good for trucking, truckload freight rates, basically not looking good. So unfortunately, the last few videos have not been, I guess they've been kind of like downers, but like I said before, I'd rather tell it how it is so that we have a clear picture of where things are and have a better idea about planning on where things are going so that, you can plan accordingly. Guys, as always, we'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm going to switch over the camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. This week we have vans and reefers. Everyone did quite well, although the rates are down. As mentioned earlier, we have a third consecutive week of lower lows, which is not a good indicator. But guys, this is the time to hold on to your hats, work real hard, get through this period. You'll be glad that you did. I'm going to start off with a reefer coming out of Dallas, Texas, going to Shawnee Mission, Kansas. Got a 41,000 pound load of frozen foods. -10 on a reefer, 483 miles, booked at $1,200, got them $248 a mile. Then Edgerton, Kansas, go to Denver, Colorado. Another frozen load, -10, 17,000 pounds, fairly light of frozen food again. 591 miles, booked at $2,200, got them $372 a mile. Then right out of Henderson, Colorado, going to Hutchinson, Kansas. It's a 42,000 pound load of deli goods, 34 degrees on a reefer. 462 miles, booked at $11.50, got him $249 a mile. And then Wichita, Kansas, going to Salt Lake City, Utah, a longer run with a 42,000 pound load of refrigerated foods, 1,026 miles, booked at $3,700, got him $361 a mile, coming out to Salt Lake. Now this driver, solo, in fact, everyone's solo this week. Only ran from Friday to Thursday, so 6 days on the road. Grossed an amazing $8,250 during a very, very down market. Got an excellent rate of $322 per loaded mile, running his 2,562 loaded miles. An excellent job there. Moving on to a dry van. This one's coming out of Bellevue, Nebraska, going to Omaha, Arkansas. Little strange, but those are the cities. It's a 15,000-pound load of metal chicken nests. 403 miles, booked at $1,018. Got them $253 per mile. Then Boonville, Arkansas to Springville, Ohio, with a 43,000-pound load of baby wipes. 772 miles, booked at $18.95. Got them $245 a mile. Then Bellefontaine, Ohio, going to Rossford, Ohio. So a little quick local run there. 43,000-pound load of dunnage. Only 91 miles, booked at $550. Got them $604 a mile. Then Toledo, Ohio to Plymouth, Indiana, with a 14,000-pound light load of seed boxes. 173 miles, booked at $680. Got them $393 a mile. Then Plymouth, Indiana, zero deadhead, going to Carlisle, Iowa, with a 42,000-pound load of seed. So from seed boxes to seed, 417 miles, booked at $1,075. Got them $258 a mile, and they finished off with a one pick and multi-dropper coming out of Bloomington, coming out of Marengo, Iowa, going to Bloomington, Wisconsin, Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Mazomanie, Wisconsin, and then Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's a 33,000-pound load of seed, 330 miles, booked at $1375, got them $417 per mile. So an excellent job there. A regular dry van running Friday to Friday, 7 days on the road, grossed $6,593 during their week, ran 2,186 loaded miles at an average of 302 per loaded mile in a regular dry van. So great job there. Next, a reefer coming out of Jackson, Ohio, with a one-pick four-dropper, going to Goodyear, Arizona, San Bernardino, California, Fontana, California in a final, and Merced, California. It's a 32,000-pound load of frozen foods, -10 on a reefer, 2,577 miles, booked at $5,700. Got them $221 a mile, going to an excellent market. Then out of Hillmar, California, going to Lemoore, California. It's a short run. 43,000-pound load of dairy at 34 degrees on a reefer, 109 miles, booked at $550. Got them $505 a mile, and they finished off out of Terabella, California, going to Oakland, California. Another short run, 40,000-pound load of citrus fruits, running 41 degrees on a reefer, exactly 250 miles, booked at $800. Got them $320 a mile. Did an excellent job. 7 days on the road, booked $7,050 worth of freight, ran 2,936 loaded miles at an average of $240 per loaded mile. So excellent job there. Dry van out of Charleston, Tennessee to Alliance, Ohio, with a 15,000-pound load of palletized light bulbs. 577 miles, booked at $1,500. Got them $260 a mile. Then Akron, Ohio to Statesville, North Carolina, with a 41,000-pound load of dry goods. 440 miles, booked at $1,600. Got them $364 a mile. Then out of Charlotte, North Carolina, going to Plattsburgh, New York, 25,000-pound load of transportation component systems, 927 miles, booked at $2,250. Got them $243 a mile. And it finished up out of Messina, New York, going to Chestertown, Maryland. So another more or less shorter run, 44,000-pound load of dry goods, 487 miles, booked at 1,465 cents, or actually 5 cents, so 1,405 cents. 487 miles, booked at $287 per mile there. Now these guys ran from Wednesday to Tuesday. Solo dry van ended up grossing $6,750.05. Ran 2,431 loaded miles at an average of $278 per loaded mile average. And a reefer out of Stratham, New Hampshire, go to McDonough, Georgia, with a 26,000-pound load of miscellaneous products, or FAK. 1,150 miles, booked at $2,900. Got them $252 a mile. Then Decatur, Georgia to Jackson, Tennessee, with 5,000-pound super light load of chemical components. 379 miles, booked at $800. Got them $211 a mile. Coming out of Georgia. Then they took a two-pick one dropper out of Memphis, Tennessee, and Holbrook, Arizona, going to Blythe, California. 42,000-pound load of Jinko 400-watt, probably inverters or something like that. 1,572 miles, booked at $3,350. Got them $213 a mile. Coming back out to California. So they ran 7 days, Monday to Monday, ended up grossing $7,050 on their 7 days, ran 3,101 loaded mile at an average of $227 per loaded mile average. Next, we got a dry van coming out of Streator, Illinois, going to looks like Canute, Ohio. Maybe I said that wrong. It's a load of sand, 44,000 pounds of sand in a dry van. 488 miles booked at $1,400, got him $287 a mile. Then Linesville, Pennsylvania to Maysville, Kentucky, 40,000 pound load of general goods, 337 miles booked at $1,000, got him $297 a mile. Then Peoples, Ohio to Minersville, Pennsylvania, 38,000 pound load of retail products, 492 miles booked at $1,500, got him $305 a mile. Finished off out of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, going out to Salt Lake City, Utah, long run, 35,000 pound load of mixed groceries, 2,025 miles booked at $4,500, got him $222 per mile. So an excellent job there. 7 days on the road, $8,400 gross. 3,342 loaded miles at an average of 251 per loaded mile average. And we'll go ahead and finish off with another dry van coming out of Webb City, Missouri, going to Taylor, South Carolina with a 43,000 pound load of dragon fruit berry. 841 miles booked at $2,000, got him $238 a mile. Then Fletcher, North Carolina to Como, Mississippi, 29,000 pound load of auto parts. 553 miles booked at $1,000, got him $181 going to Mississippi. Then out of Memphis, Tennessee to Sioux Falls, South Dakota with a 15,000 pound load of bed frames, 813 miles booked at $1,885, got him $232 a mile. And then it finished off with Whiting, Iowa with a 1-pick, 2-dropper to Mount Sterling, Ohio and Ansonia, Ohio. It's basically a 17,000 pound load of corn seed. So it looks like a lot of seed is being moved around the country. 913 miles booked at $2,300, got him $252 a mile. And that was it. Tuesday to Tuesday, 7 days on the road, grossed $7,185, ran 3,120 loaded miles at an average of $230 per loaded mile average. So guys, as you can see, yes, the rates are down. Yes, it's tougher and tougher. We have the whole issue with packaging materials, the demand's declining. There are lots of issues going on. We've talked about this ad nauseum. Definitely take a look at all our past videos for previous releases. But the bottom line is that you still can make money if you work with the right dispatch, right? So if you're a carrier operating under your own MC authorities, we can take care of you. If you're a leased on owner operator, maybe you're not making money like this. Maybe you're being charged too much on your lease program. Whatever it may be, make sure you get in touch with us. We work with both types of clients. Give us a call, text us at 801-448-6363. You can also go to our website at aftdispatch.com/go. Fill out the appropriate box, whether you're a carrier or an owner operator. We'll get back to you, get in touch, answer any and all of your questions. You can also fill out our chat box that'll be scrolling on the screen now. Fill that out. We'll get the information, get in touch with you, and answer all your questions. Guys, until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy, and take care.